you doing over there, down there, wherever you are? Maybe you're in the US, maybe you're in Russia, maybe you're in Egypt, maybe you're in Australia, maybe you're in Hawaii, maybe you're here in Canada, Edmonton, or Yellowknife. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna start this walking video right here on Rue Paimpol, which I actually never really noted the name of it until now. Because, yeah. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah there. Of course, because if you're in the cities, especially Montreal, people have no patience with cars, so that's how it is. Anyway, yeah, so I took the 32 up to down there, Jean Talon, and I got off and I walked quite a ways because hoping maybe something will be responding. And I got off and right away I went to the shelter to sit down because I'm not getting younger, and I've already walked quite a bit today. I was downtown earlier, and you see that fire station over there at 22. I was hoping to get one of the fire trucks or both responding, and then after waiting, sitting here 15-20 minutes, I go in there and I was like, there's nothing in there. All there is some trailer for I don't know whatever here on Lacordaire. Today is the second day of May 2024, and yeah, we're gonna continue on here. We're gonna start right here in the Saint Leonard district of Montreal, or Borough, whatever you have. Of course, Borough in French is arrondissement. Yeah, and we're gonna go see what we can see. Now, since there's a high content of Italians living in this neighborhood, you will see some ornate details to their home, landscaping, and even cars. So where are we going in particular? I don't know. Now, before I forget, I want to mention that actually, I imagined the other day, a couple of days ago, I was coming home, and I'm in the metro on the green line there. And anyway, so actually, before I get on the metro at Honorable, this guy comes up to me and he says, excuse me, and it's like, right, it's like rush hour. He's like, hey, he's like, I watch your videos and all this, and he's like, yeah, my name is Raphael. He's like, I've been watching your videos for years. I moved here 2 years ago from Uruguay. I'm like, oh my God, I remember you. I said, I remember you even sent me 20 bucks once. I met him and his wife, and one of the reasons they moved here was because they've been watching my videos for years. So again, I'm sure you guys will see that. So hello to you, and I think your, I believe, lovely spouse was Fernanda, I think her name was. So yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching and being inspired by my videos, which of course they don't make me any money practically, but at least they inspire people, and it's making a difference in people's days, and that's what it's all about. I mean, if I don't just do this to try to make a few bucks, because again, I barely make anything. It's like the paintings I do and stuff. I do it kind of enjoy it, just like this. So it's the same thing, man. Same thing. So again, I don't know where we're going to. It's actually kind of good that it's cloudy right now, because if the sun was out, the sun is like right over there. Lighting wouldn't be too good walking this way, walking in a southwesterly fashion now, and these old streets with all these old what do you call them, semi-detached, not bungalows, semi-detached homes. It's always the same thing out here. They look like the ones in LaSalle and a few other places in the city. Here we're of course in the eastern part of the city, and also you're in Saint Leonard in the East End, because that's the only place where these signs are green like this. Of course, you would think that with all the Italians that live out here, among Quebecois and Arabic and whatever, you would think there would be more Italian street names, but again, you can see by the homes, this is not a young neighborhood, you know what I mean? So yeah, and what's great is you can see the trees are in bloom. It's beautiful. Like, look at all the leaves are starting to grow. This is like, we're starting really to be the best part of the year. Is spring, late spring specifically, going into summer. There's that Durango I love. Yeah. Oh daddy, big bucks. Mercedes-Benz 500 SL. Yeah, there's a UPS truck over there. I'm sure they must be getting tired of me, eh? Filming, what a weirdo I am, filming step vans all the time. And why do I film a lot of these step vans? Because I like big vehicles. They almost all have V8s in them, and you never get so tired of the V8 motor, There's something else I was trying to remember I wanted to say, and I already forgot what it was actually. Whatever. Oh yeah. Well, I guess something comes to mind. I had a really old photo of one of my very few, unfortunately, regrettably, very few GM New Look bus photos I took. God, I took this picture like almost 30 years ago, And it was actually the one I used to do a painting. It was just a close-up of a front end of an STCUM GM New Look bus, or as AKA lovingly known as the fishbowl. And so I had it blown up, you know, either to myself or to resell. And you know, I put it for 50 bucks. This guy contacts me before, and he's like, he's obviously one of these idiots. He doesn't read anything. He just looks at a picture and assumes. And he thinks, he's like, yeah. He's like, he's like, I'm very interested. Can you send me more pictures of the bus? I'm like, I didn't even reply. You know, to save him some embarrassment, and basically like figure out, like, read the freaking description. No, sorry, read the fucking description, really. Because people are idiots, really, you know. Hence the expression, there's a sucker born every minute. Look at that. Look how beautifully green it is. Look how green all the grass is. Lovely. Fantastic. Eh? Just beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I forgot I wanted to bring up, which is bothering me actually. We're doing these walking videos, you know, or when I film cars parked on a street anywhere, especially if they're parked in people's driveways, like especially that last video I did of that old JFK street there in LaSalle, right? And they had these same type of semi-detached houses, and there was especially one place where a guy had a 76 77 Pontiac Le Mans there. The car looked completely low mileage, original. And what bothers me about it is that, well, it's not like it's worth much or anything, you know. I mean, I love these cars because they're rare, but a lot of people don't like four-door cars, unfortunately. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because sometimes I worry that, you know, these pieces of shit criminals, you know, they're gonna see some of these videos and want to steal those cars. That's what I worry about. That bothers me quite a bit. You know, it's something I think about. I never would have thought in the past, but what happened was last summer, a few years ago, well, quite a few years ago, I think it was 2018, when I went to the show in Granby, you know, the as I always say, the largest classic car show in Canada. It actually used to belong to Barrie, Ontario, but anyway. And I filmed this old man came with this gorgeous he restored it, a 58 Impala, completely stock with the original caramel metallic colored paint, and it had this big 6-cylinder inline. And then I find out last year, like on Facebook, that car was stolen. Not only was it stolen from freaking Rimouski of all places, I think it was in Rimouski, which is far, freaking Rimouski, you know. And for crying out loud, the car, they drove it actually all the way to freaking like eastern Ontario, like near the Quebec border. They were caught. The guy, I don't know, the car broke down or ran out of gas or something. And I mean, Jesus, you know, like, what if these assholes, they actually saw said video, you know? Okay, you see over there where that condo is, that's where it's going to get like all modern. I think we're going to avoid that. I don't want to do that, actually. We're not going to do that. I pride myself more than ever. I think, as I mentioned in a recent walking video, I have no interest whatsoever in doing walking videos when it's just these, you know, basically predictable and boring condominiums or modern homes. I have no interest. I like to be in the areas, the old streets. Literally, the streets are old like this, with old buildings that have got to be at least 40, 50 years old, you know. Oh, it's funny to see that Hummer H2 over here, because I saw a Hummer H1 downtown earlier near the protests, which that in itself is another story. And this is the one I always thought it was like the mini version, because this thing is small compared to the H1. The H1 is absolutely massive. This was a vehicle really designed for, what, God, is that snow I see? There's still snow. Anyway, and the H1 was just absolutely massive. I mean, it's like twice the width of a Toyota Echo or something. And like, wow, you never see those really. It's just, this is really, that's what the vehicle that put Hummer on the map, actually, for these gigantic trucks. And it was put on the map, really like made popular, because Arnold Schwarzenegger bought at least 2 of them. So Hummer is, or was, I should say, a division of General Motors. But again, as you can imagine, the H1 they built for years, but it was really, for the longest time, I think it was really only for military, or I should say specifically American military applications. So, well, like I said, it's because of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I guess in the late 80s, early 90s, came out with a civilian version, so I saw one today. I was like, wow. Oh, there's a school over here. Schooly, schooly. Announcements. Oh, you're in trouble now, man. You're in trouble. I think I'm in trouble. Oh, look, Porsche. Porsche, very expensive Porsche Pan American. I don't know why the fuck they call this a Pan American. What the hell does America have to do with this? Oh, the guy heard me. Maybe he knows I'm right, but it's a beautiful car. I don't know why they call it a Pan America, but I don't know what it is with car. What is it with car names today? What is it with car names? That's not even bad. I mean, what the hell is a GMC Terrain? What the hell is a Leaf? I mean, really? You know, like, it's bad enough most cars, except for luxury cars, are boring as hell. Like this. Boring. 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 Painfully dull, you know? And, yeah. Yeah, this is typical. You see the white bricks like that. My friend Ed doesn't like that at all. I don't know why. I mean, considering he's as old school as I am anyways, I don't know why he doesn't like it. I don't like when people put all the black framing and all that, change all the windows and black frames, black doors, black cars. I saw the worst example of that actually in St. Anne de Bellevue last week when I was there with Grant. And it's like all these old, really ancient homes, you know, like all the colorful and, you know, humble and all that. And then there's this one, it's all redone. All the walls are gray and a black, it's just black windows. Like, I'm like, my God, like, it's just nonsensical. But then again, it's a nonsensical world. You know, like, when I saw the all the Canadian Jews protesting earlier at that protest downtown there in McGill, because apparently McGill is not on the side of the Jews and they're on the side of Palestine, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, they probably shouldn't even have taken any sides anyway. I don't know. Apparently McGill is like funding, partially funding the war. I don't know, some crap like that. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure about that, but it's the whole thing is just stinks to high heaven, really. It's such a shame it's really come to that. Wow, that's cute. That's cute. That's nice. But yeah, you know, it's a crazy. I filmed that for several seconds, a minute, and I said that's just it's an unfortunate sign of the times. That's what it is. To see that people protest like that. First it's the Palestinians protesting, now it's the Jews protesting. You know? Bad enough all people are protest. Oh wow. Okay, we got something finally old here. It's almost vintage. Yeah, I've actually filmed one of these before. This one should be a Lexus GS 300 from the 90s. Got a couple ads for these. Nice car. Yeah, that's a nice ride. I like how it looks like a Maxima kind of, or Infinity I should say. It looks like an Infinity J30. I filmed one of these years ago with a show, but it was actually not a Lexus. It was a JDM, Japanese domestic manufacturer, meaning it was a Toyota Arturo. So yeah, basically Lexuses, some of them were actually basically Toyotas that are sold in Japan, or only sold in Japan, or Japan, Australia, maybe European countries. So that's why JDM cars, Japanese domestic manufacturers, they said, that's why they're very popular here in other places to import, because they were never sold here. So now in recent years you're allowed to do that, but years ago that was, forget about it, that never happened. You wouldn't have been allowed to do that. Actually, that reminds me of some guy, I don't know if he's Cuban or Quebecois or whatever, but he's trying to sell a 57 DeSoto from Cuba. And you see that marketplace, the guy relists it. It's like, first of all, Cubans, as far as I know, Cubans are not allowed to sell the classic cars because they're part of the Cuban heritage, they're part of their history. So it's a law, they're not allowed. Even though there's like probably 500,000 of those cars down there. Anyway, most of them are in terrible condition or not original. And the guy's trying to sell that here. Like, yeah, oh yeah, okay, so somebody's gonna buy here in Canada, they're gonna pay whatever the guy's asking, 5-6, some ludicrous price for a car that's probably completely filled with Bondo, doesn't have the original engine, which is either a 6 or an 8 cylinder, it has some Nissan motor. It's just like, good luck with that, buddy, you're out of your mind. What the hell's the point, you know? Yeah, you know, people try, yeah, as we say in French, les gens ils s'essayent, people try. Okay, well, this is not turning out to be a very interesting walk in terms of cars, I guess, because it's still spring, I guess, and I don't see it. There's no Mustangs or Trans, everything's put away, I guess. So, and now we're gonna be back here on Jean Talon there. Kind of thinking about taking the 141 bus, which is frequent, but what I hate about that bus is that it's always freaking busy. Always packed, these buses. It's just annoying to take, really. You know, but I've had a very good day. I really can't complain. I'm wondering though, is this, if it's still really, I guess it's still St. Leonard on that side. I kind of feel like maybe we should just go down there. I'm not even noting the streets really, am I, man? Doesn't really matter. Does it really matter? And that's a Lincoln, hard to believe. You know, actually it's funny, I saw, oh yeah, there it is. Shit, it's still there. It's still here. Check this out, this old Lincoln Town Car, mid-late 90s, probably 94, 5, 6, 7, 8. They made these until 97, 98. Look at this. It's still here. I just saw one of these drive by me. It was gold. It had mags on. You know? For some reason, I thought the roof was dented. Yeah. What's cool is, surprisingly, I don't know why, but this car is not rusted out because it's been sitting there for years. Look, the tires are flat. I don't know how come this thing's not all rusted out. It's heavily greased, that's for sure. Been rust proofed. No, there you go. You get to see one oldie there. Eh? I love this GoPro. One, of course, my friend, if you see this, you remain nameless, my videos, I might as well tell you now. I know I said I was going to take you out for dinner as a thank you for giving me this, because you're really entitled to it and I want to, but see, I'm an idiot, so I thought I was going to be able to take you out because I'm going to get a tax return, but actually I didn't get the tax return I was hoping, because I'm an idiot. I thought those tax credits were sort of like a gift from the government. You know what they would give you, like, they're going to send people the workers' compensation, the high grocery, whatever, inflation. It was like 200 something every 4 months. I didn't realize that came off my taxes. It really was a credit, so I'm an idiot. So yeah, I kind of owe you, you know. I kind of feel that way. Wow, look at that Cavalier. That thing's in good shape. Yeah, typical. It's an old man driving, I think, or woman. Very well taken care of. Jean Talon Street, looking east, and here's west. Let's go along Jean Talon. I don't want to go down there. We'll go down Jean Talon here. It's actually a nice street to be on a sunny day. And you know me, I like to preferably do my videos in the sun. But look at that, that's an old frickin' sign. Hey, look how beautiful that is. École de Conduite Soleil. The sunny driving school. And you know, it's old too, not just by how it looks. There's not even an area code in the phone number. And area codes and phone numbers, I don't know about where you are, but here in Quebec, I think they only came out I'd say about 25 years ago almost, give or take, something like that there. It's kind of interesting, eh? I've seen the city waste our money much more than that. Yeah. Look at this thing, eh? Wow, that's well, it's not my cup of tea, but I'm sure people like it. Of course, it's amazing Land Rover still exists because they made such shite vehicles for the longest time. Just like every other British vehicle ever made, unfortunately. Yeah. Of course, that's the same for a lot of makes, right? Alfa Romeo, Fiat, Saab. They're just bought out. You know, like Saab has owned GM since 2007. So that's the only reason why those cars are better after 2007 is after, because GM started putting their V6 engines in them and stuff, you know? Solara! Where am I going to? I'm walking towards... Oh yeah, they got these nice light fixtures here too. You see that? I like that. I'm gonna walk till I don't know. That looks like trademarking right there. You see that bar there? It's got the Ferrari symbol on the sign. That's probably probably not supposed to do that. Probably. Of course, you know, I keep thinking a lot of places around here are probably owned by the mafia or freaking Hells or something or whatever. What do they care? You know, what do they care? Oh wow! Speaking of old signs, look at that dactylographie. Oh my God, dactylo is French, is English for freaking keyboard, computer keyboard. Yeah, and we're walking to where the hell are we going? I don't even know. I gotta stop this for a second. Jesus Christ, this thing takes up battery. Holy cow. When I started recording, the battery was like at about 45%. Now it's at 16. That's how much battery this thing takes. It's crazy. Oh, scrap! Oh, school scrap, actually. Oh my God, it smells good. Oh my God, it smells like an oven-fired pizza somewhere. Just to drive me nuts, even though I'm not hungry, but the smell of pizza, oh my God, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. Scrap! How are you saying scrap? Oh, this piece of shit. You didn't see me try to kick it. No, I wasn't trying to kick it. Just makes me look like I'm kicking. Whoa, look at this weirdo thing. I think that's a Subaru, eh? Yeah, that's a weird one. I like that color though. Yeah, that's really an old school green. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I like it. Yeah. Because nowadays, when it comes to cars, man, you really got to have things different today, man, because it's just everything's just cookie cutter, bubble cars. Everything's so predictable, you know? And people, even people who don't know cars, they see a Chrysler 300, they know what it is. And why is my freaking left ear ringing all of a sudden? There's that Ken Parr step van again. Look at this place. Edifice Viglione. Yeah. Another vehicle I don't like. Hard to believe these things have 4 cylinders in them. A 4-cylinder in a school bus. It's crap too. Oh, too much scrap around here. I don't want to end up taking scrap home, I'll tell you right now. Oh, you know, I think the street that's coming up here, actually, it's Vio. That's what it is. Yeah, that's right. I guess we're going to end that there, unless, of course, the battery dies, which is possible. Oh, yeah, I don't really necessarily want to go home right now either, because I can see all the schools are letting out, and there's going to be people everywhere, and I really don't like that. The more I get older, the more I don't like people, and especially these noisy freaking kids, you know. And they're not bad people, they're just, you know, I'm getting old. I'm like, Christ, I mean, I'm like a boomer mentality, me, you know. So that's a big step van. Yeah. You know, one time I actually biked all the way up here with my Roll Fast, my red bike, and it's must have brought me good luck, because I get here and there's like a, what was it? It was a '67 Rambler American the guy had. I think it was a convertible even. I think the guy was there was a kid, really nice guy. What the hell is this? What is this reference to? I guess I'm just too white to understand that, right? I'm just whatever. I'm just a white man. What do I know? What is my opinion count, right? Because, you know, you look at all the advertising today, and it's going to sound prejudiced, but it's not. But white people don't count anymore. So I look at all the ads and the video, that's hilarious. Actually, no, it's not hilarious. It's just I'm not in a bad mood. So I'm in a good mood. It's spring, baby. Even though Montreal still has a lot of crappy, questionable roads like this, and there's garbage in a lot of places all over the place, I'm going to go plant myself somewhere and sit down and watch life for a while, and probably get something responding somewhere. And yeah, that's it, man. So here we are, finishing this on Jean Talon and Vio. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. All the best. Again, you want to send me something as a gratuity, I would greatly appreciate it. I am not kidding you. eltonmcfall at hotmail.com. Elton like Elton John. McFall, M-C-F-A-L-L. eltonmcfall at hotmail.com. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to support the channel, it'd be great. Find me on Patreon. Become a patron. And oh, this is an interesting place to finish. You see that empty lot there? That is going to be the future that's going to be a future Montreal Metro station right there. That's going to be the Vio station. That's the part of the extension of the Blue Line. And earlier where I was over there at La Cordaire, that's going to be the other station at Anjou, or is it Saint Leo? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, all the best, and arrivederci.